Well, hello, my beautiful Cancerians. Welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your career and money reading for the end of August right through to the end of September 2023. I've already cleansed your space and have meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for all your wonderful likes, shares, and subscribes. I am truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder though, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful, scammers are about pretending to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings. I do not take your money, e-gifts, donations. I'm not on Facebook, WhatsApp, PayPal, Telegram, or Patreon. I will never ask you for your credit card details. I'll never ask for personal details. And I'll also never give you a cell phone number to call. So if anyone masquerading as me asks for anything at all, please report them or ignore them. It is a scam, okay? Let's move straight on with your reading. I'm going to cleanse your space hourly, so please be mindful there's going to be 3 loud sounds. Let us begin. Okay, my beautiful Cancerians, this is your career and money reading. I'm going to get all of your cards first before I connect to an outcome. The first pile is going to be your approach to your career. The second pile is going to be any struggles or difficulties you've been having. And the third pile is the unified energy, okay? But before I even start, in the water, because I'm scrying at the same time as doing your reading, they're showing me a picture frame. It looks like a very ornate picture frame. So perhaps this means that you are casting a critical eye over your career at the moment, reflecting on how it should be, cutting out any distraction or anything that you do not want to do or see in your career. So because to frame something can be like how you want to view things, you know, and sort of how you want to focus on your career and cut out anything that perhaps doesn't match the view that you don't want to see in your career. So I'm just going to leave it like that. I mean, it could literally mean that you are framing a picture right now as you're listening to this reading. So please take it as it resonates, okay? Now with the Death card, this is your protagonist energy. Something big is changing in your career. Now, you are making some major changes. I definitely see that some of you may be entering a new period or a new cycle in your career. You may literally be leaving one space, entering another space in order to open more opportunities for you. And some of you, because the Death card can indicate that some of you maybe looking at any like bad habits that you have in your career that you want to end. Now that could be that you take on too much work, or that someone is trying to micromanage you and you're trying to find your voice to discourage that person from continuously micromanaging you. I definitely see some changes occurring in your career, and you are the catalyst for change. The Chariot card present in your reading tells me that you are starting to be a little bit more ambitious. I definitely see there's some movement going on in your career, and with the Wheel of Fortune as your outcome, luck is on your side. So whatever decisions you're making right now, I feel like you're on the right track to being in the position that you want to be in. There's definitely success here for you. The Chariot card present tells me that there is major success coming in. But let me get all of your cards first before I move forward. They're actually giving me the sound of a mosquito. Okay, a mosquito. So now this can mean that someone at work is annoying you, or there's something at work perhaps that you do that really irks you, that feels like it's either distracting you, or it can also indicate someone is being a bit of a pest in your working environment, or it could be some task that you do that you feel you have to make a lot of effort for, but you feel it's perhaps not worth it, and you're trying to find a way to restructure your career or restructure your time in order to streamline anything that really doesn't have a place in your career. Get rid of it, cut it out, or approach it in a different way so it doesn't seem so annoying. Mosquitoes tend to be a distraction or something that is annoying you. Oh, they want me to. Okay, I'm going to go one more just to see if I can. Okay, 8 of Cups. Yeah, 8 of Cups, walking away from something. Some of you may even be having a new direction or a change in direction, a new approach to something that isn't really emotionally fulfilling in your career right now. The Death card, it says here, the Nothing. And it says the end of something, change, the impermeability of all things. Now, this card can indicate you cutting something out that no longer has a place in your career. It could also indicate a big move in your career, something ended. Now, it could be, because we got the Emperor on the other side, it can mean that your position is ending because you're taking a better position somewhere else. It can indicate that you're stepping into a leadership role, or promotion is on the horizon for you, or there's new responsibilities and the way that you work is changing. You're adapting to it. I feel like with the Chariot card in the resistance position, I feel, especially being a water element, you're someone who has the capability to be very flexible. Now, I'm a Scorpio, I'm a water element as well. I have the potential to be very, very flexible. However, I know what I like and I like what I know. And it's very difficult sometimes for me to be adaptable to change. I'm capable of it, but sometimes I start to dig my heels in and I'm like, not sure if I like it that way. This is the way I kind of do it. So there may be something in the month of September where you'll need to be a little bit flexible, but it may annoy you, or it may make you feel a little bit frustrated. But I definitely see that actually by you being flexible, it works in your favor. And I see success here, and I see you stepping up the ladder, as it were, in your career. But the Death card, for some of you, there's an energy coming through of feeling like you're coasting, or especially with the Chariot card, some of you may have been feeling a little bit stuck in your career and you're trying to open yourself up to new ideas, to change things so that you can rediscover your passion for whatever it is that you do. I definitely see that you're passionate about what you do, but I get a sense here that some of you may have been in a cycle of repeat, doing the same old thing, and you may feel like a little bit bored of the repetition, and you're trying to approach your career in a different way to bring that magic back. So I definitely see with the Protagonist energy that you're in a cycle of change. But what's wonderful, this time around, my beautiful Cancerians, you are in the hot seat. You're the one changing things, okay? It's almost like I get a sense that you are looking at your career under the microscope right now. Like you're being very, like you're dissecting aspects of your career and thinking, am I on the right track? Is this something I really want to do? So maybe you're in a position right now where you're questioning because you feel that it's not that, I mean, the Chariot card in the resistance position can tell me that some of you, not all of you, have been feeling like you're losing direction, or you're feeling like you're not going anywhere. You may have felt like you hit a glass ceiling in your career in some way and you want to move on to better things. And I definitely see you doing that. We got the Seven of Swords here as well. Now, this is the Protagonist energy, so this is your energy. So this tells me with the Seven of Swords, there is a quest for more independence. So you may feel that someone is either micromanaging you, or where you're at right now, it just feels like there's office politics or people who are like backstabbing each other. There's an energy here coming through of something that perhaps you feel you don't want to connect to anymore. Now, the Seven of Swords can get a bad rap. It can indicate someone has betrayed you, or perhaps you feel like you're quiet quitting, like you are slowly putting your resume out there, not really telling anybody, and you are just, doing enough work to get by until you get a new position. I feel like actually you're someone who is a very hard worker, but as you can see, this figure is literally running away from something. So I feel you either want to end a position because you feel like you're working in a toxic environment, or you may feel that there's some element of your career that is really draining you and you want to run away from that, because you're not someone who is running away from your problems, or you're not running away from anything that has been difficult in your career. I feel like you're restructuring in order to get the best out of your career to be successful. And so this could be, because we got the mosquito sound earlier, it can mean that someone is being a pest at your work and you just want to remove yourself from that person. Doesn't mean you're running away from your career or leaving a career. It can mean that you want to deal with that person in a different way. As I said, the Seven of Swords gets a bad rap because the Seven of Swords is about diplomatically approaching a situation to change it for the better. It's also a card of searching for independence, not conforming, living life on your own terms without people pleasing. And if I know a Cancerian, and I have a lot of Cancerians in my my social circle, but also in my family, if a Cancerian doesn't want to do something, it is shut down, hell or high water. You can't make a Cancerian do something that they don't want to do. So I definitely get an energy here that some of you are looking at something in your career that you're not happy with right now, and you're trying to just cut it out. because life's too short to do something that you really don't want to do. Now, of course, we all have to do jobs that perhaps we don't really want to do. We've got several jobs. Some of us got several jobs, not everybody, of course. And I've certainly done jobs in the past that, I really don't want to do, but I have to in order to bring in the money to do something that I actually want to do. So some of you may be actually looking at either taking a side hustle or doing something that perhaps you don't perhaps really like doing, or there may be some aspects of your career that perhaps you don't like doing, but I feel like you're restructuring to find the best way to do it so that you can enjoy it, so that it goes quicker and you can actually reach your goal. I actually see you reaching your goal. I see some really awesome news coming in here for you, something that you will celebrate. Okay, but with the Seven of Swords and the Death card, and then the Ace of Pentacles, a lot of my beautiful Cancerians are ending a position in order to move up the chain and get something better. The Ace is the start of something, the start of success, being in alignment with prosperity. It's also about the effort that you put in, that you are a gift to any working environment. And I feel like you're starting to look at value and how you value yourself, making sure that you're not misunderstood, undervalued when it comes to your work, or underestimated, or even underpaid or undersold. I feel like you're looking at your gifts and recognizing what you deserve in recompense for the hard work that you put in. Also, some of you, especially if you're an entrepreneur and you work for yourself, I feel some of you may be doing something very different to what you usually do. And I feel like you're looking at your money and thinking, you know what, I've been underselling myself. And I feel like you may increase your prices, or you may I feel like you're being fair because you've got the Justice card here. So I don't feel like you're over extending yourself when it comes to finances. I feel like you're fairly asking for what you deserve. And if you feel where you are right now is not giving you the finances that you feel you are worth, I get a sense that you're walking away, okay? Some of you are actually starting up a new venture that you're keeping quiet about. That's what that Seven of Swords is like, in stealth mode, because the Seven of Swords, it doesn't have to be like something negative. Actually, in the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot, it's a golden card or a yellow card, and they tend to be positive cards. The history of the Seven of Swords is the person running away with the swords is actually diplomatically trying to find a way to resolve a conflict by removing anything that could damage the situation. He's running away with the swords. He doesn't want the army to fight. So he's like saying, can we find a more peaceful solution to a situation? And I feel that's the way that you're looking at your career right now, whether that's with a person or a task, or whether that's you finding peace of mind in your career. I definitely see that you're on the right track. And as you can see in this particular card, beautiful deck there by David De Angelis, the Starman Tarot, as you can see, there's all these eyes looking, searching, micromanaging, this energy of being watched. So some of you may feel like you're being watched or they're keeping an eye on you. I definitely see that some of you, there are people in positions of power looking at your work because they want to elevate you. The outcome energy is the Emperor. So I definitely see some of you are being offered a promotion or some sort of new opportunity, even if you're just going for an interview. And maybe you don't have a job right now. Some of you, if you've lost your job or you were made redundant and you're looking for a job, I definitely see you leveling up and getting a position of responsibility, leadership, and being offered the right money for the skill set that you have as well. But as you can see with all those eyes, I feel like you are, some of you are setting up something that you're not telling anybody about. So it could be, you're setting up your own entrepreneurial ship or your own venture, and it's going to be very lucrative. And I get a sense here that you're just doing things in a different way, and people may not understand the fact that you're keeping it to yourself, but I feel like you're doing it as a protective measure, just in case anything goes wrong. But actually I see everything going right. Not only have you got the skill set, you're really talented and gifted at what you do, I also see that fate and destiny are aligning you with your true life's purpose path, and I feel there's good luck on your side as well. Now, the Ace of Pentacles, as I said, it's a start of good fortune, and it's about you recognizing within yourself the skills that you have, but ultimately this is about setting up something new or launching something or stepping into a new position. And I feel this could be a new job that comes your way, raise, promotion, or some sort of investment that you've made that is going to establish you as a very powerful force to be reckoned with, where there's more money being attracted to you. So this could be, as I said, a new position where, or it could even be a bonus or some sort of recalibration of your finances to give you more, because the Emperor is a step up. Now, with the Chariot card in the resistance position, okay, the Chariot card is all about ambition. It's about motivation, drive. And some of you may have felt that there's some aspect of your career where you feel like you've been like on autopilot, or you've lost your motivation or your passion for something, and you're just trying to get it back. Some of you may even feel that there's some aspect of your career that is draining you. Could be a person, could be a task, and you just want to revitalize your spirits and get back into that flow of passion and intensity and ambition. And in the month of September, that's when it's all going to kick off for you. It's going to get really exciting. Things are going to move forward. It says here movement, progress, integration. So I definitely see that you're going to integrate your skills in order to get the fair pay package that you desire, but also I feel like you're going to get enjoyment in your work. The Chariot card also indicates that you're keeping a tight rein on your finances, okay? I get a sense here that you're being really savvy with your finances, you're bringing in more, and I feel like you're using your unlimited resources within you to get to where you want to go and hit your targets, because the Chariot card is about success, it's about victory, but it's also about overcoming any obstacles to get to where you want to go. Now, the Chariot card in this position can also indicate that you've desired change in your career for quite some time, but you may have put it off for a little while. I definitely see September being a catalyst month for you, where you change a lot of things, restructure. Even if you are staying where you're at right now, I definitely get a sense that your approach is different, and it actually helps make progress and move closer to your goals. So I definitely see that you're headed in the right direction, okay? And we've got the Three of Wands here. This is a card of expansion, of opportunities. So some of you may have stayed where you're at right now because you feel there's no opportunities out there that really spark your passion or really connect to your true life's purpose. But in the month of September, that's when opportunities start flowing towards you. So if you've been holding back, I feel the month of September, there are opportunities coming towards you where your resume matches some sort of opportunity that helps you elevate to either a managerial position or a leadership position, or a position that you've strategized to get to, is what I see here. The Three of Wands, some of you have been asking the question, because with the Chariot card in this position, it says, am I on the right path? And the answer is yes. Trust yourself. You're making really good decisions right now. You're aligning yourself with your heart's desire, and there's more opportunity headed towards you. The Three of Wands in this position can indicate that sometimes you're not so confident in your skill set. You second guess yourself, but I get a sense here that your confidence will return, and that actually things are going to work out even better than you expected as well. Some of you, if you've taken a vacation or you're thinking about taking a vacation in the month of September, I would say leave a little bit earlier, expect delays, okay? I don't like to break it to you like that, but not only is it showing up in your readings, so especially if you've got like an important meeting to get to, or an important business deal to do, I would turn up a little bit earlier, because I can see delays here in your chart. But also we have Mercury retrograding, and that's when, you know, it's a very intense retrograde this time for all of us, because it's in the sign of Virgo. So that's when we can expect like internet or miscommunication problems, or, you know, internet problems rather, issues can arise where you have to double check your like spam folders, because an important email could go to that spam folder. Mercury retrograde plays havoc with important messages and electronic devices and communication, okay? So maybe a little bit of a problem there, but also with travel. So just watch out for that. Virgo energy, even though you're Cancerian, you will still be affected by that Virgo energy because of the intense retrograde. And it's a time where we get really critical on how we can do better and get more organized. So be a little bit more compassionate for yourself, my beautiful Cancerians. It can be a time where we get a little bit harsh on ourselves. We've got the Two of Cups here. Okay, some of you, especially since the Two of Cups in the resistance position, some of you have been working super hard and, you know, keeping your focus on your goals, which is brilliant. But at the same time, some of you may be forfeiting your love life. So I would say it's really important to make sure you find balance in your life, just to get the best out of life in general. But the Two of Cups in this position, when you apply it to a career reading, it can indicate that you're separating from something that you used to once love or had passion for because you found, you know, an exciting opportunity elsewhere. So I definitely see a lot of my beautiful Cancerians there are detaching from something that perhaps they used to enjoy in order to get a new opportunity. Now, I'm not saying that you're just going to throw in the towel and say, you know what, I'm moving on to something else right now. I feel like you're getting an opportunity and then you're leaving something, because the Emperor indicates that you're very clever, you're very analytical, you have a strategy, you have a plan, and I definitely see that you're going to be right on target with that plan, okay? Now, also the Two of Cups at grassroots, it's really about aligning yourself with your heart's desire, okay? So I definitely see manifestation energy coming in. Some of you, there's a contract, because the Two of Cups can connect to a proposal or a contract. Some of you may even be thinking about setting up a partnership with someone you trust. It could be a lover or a spouse if you are with someone. If you have been in a mindset to set up a business, there could be a partnership coming in. But it could also be that if there's someone micromanaging you or someone trying to derail you or drain your energy at your working environment, it can be an indication that you're diplomatically finding a solution to this situation and that it will be resolved, that there can be a friendship or there can be a coming together, a common ground that is found, an overcoming of obstacles, and peace can reign in this working partnership, okay? Now, with the Wheel of Fortune energy as an outcome, it tells me luck is on your side, but also all your other cards tell me that you're really talented, you're really gifted. So I feel it's about your skill set that is matching a vibration of luck as well. So I feel synchronicity is going to work well in your favor. It says here, cycles change, ups and downs. And I definitely get an energy, especially since it's in the outcome energy, that this is a positive change for your career set. And I feel, prosperity is incoming, but it can be easy come, easy go. So I feel like, as you upscale your career set and your finances and your life, I feel there is the potential there to spend a little bit more as well. So just watch out for that, because I'm getting a sense of you trying to keep a tight rein on your finances. Ace of Pentacles tells me that there's a start of a lot of good fortune. You're making an impact in your career and your finances are going to grow. They're going to escalate. Now we've also got the Emperor energy. The Emperor is about being in control or stepping into a leadership position, a new promotion, a position that has more responsibility, that has more status, but also has more say in their career. So I feel like you're in a very powerful position in your career. There's definitely an energy of success and domination of whatever career sector you work in. So I feel like you're in control. I also get an energy with the Emperor that some of you are thinking about taking a course, or you are looking at someone who has done something that perhaps you are thinking about doing. So if you're setting up your own business, launching something, becoming an entrepreneur, because the Emperor can be an entrepreneurial card, some of you may be looking online at courses or at people, perhaps on social media, who have done something already that you thought, you know what, I could do that. And I feel like you're using your talents to do it in a different way, but the strategy or the planning is kind of similar or the same. So I definitely see that you're putting your own unique stamp in your career and you're being very, very successful, okay? Now, also the Emperor can also indicate you being very strict with your budget and a need to get organized, to not wait on opportunities. I feel like you are actually getting busy changing your career for the better, and I feel like your future self will thank you for it as well. Now, we do have the Justice card and the Eight of Cups. Okay, the Justice card is a contract coming through, something legally binding that maybe you're going to have to sign over the coming weeks. If you're deciding to stay where you're at, there could be some sort of restructure within the hierarchy in the company that you're working for, and there may be some sort of merge or new people coming into power, and they may actually change the working environment, or they may even open people up to new contracts. Just pay close attention to that. Look at the small print, because if you've been in a company for several years and they're bringing in a new contract, suddenly, some of those small fine print may change. So you may lose out on bonuses or any benefits that you had before. And if you work for the company for like 15 years, for example, or 20 years, and suddenly there's new management and new contracts, it means you're starting from scratch. You're starting from a new contract. So you may lose, like, if you decided to retire, or if you got made redundant, you may not get the fair pay package that perhaps you were expecting or should get. So I would just watch out for that, okay, my beautiful Cancerians. Also, the Justice card, it does indicate a fairness. So I'm just giving it to you as an energy that is a potential outcome, especially since you got a Seven of Swords there. Someone could put a clause in a contract that suggests you need to do more work than what you're going to get paid for, or you won't get paid for extra hours or something like that. So I just using that energy that I can feel as like a little highlight for you to pay attention to. But as you can see here with the Justice card, there's a head over heart moment. Okay, so some of you are trying to restructure your career to pay more attention to whether your job is emotionally fulfilling, especially since you've got an Eight of Cups here. This is about you going on a journey of discovery through your career. It doesn't always have to be a journey of discovery where we go off to a retreat and we think about who we are. It's more about, are you enjoying what you do? Do you feel like you're on the right path? And if the answer is no, I feel like you're changing your career just to align yourself with what your heart wants, as well as the pay packet that you want to achieve as well, okay? The Eight of Cups can indicate something in your current circumstances is not fulfilling, and you're just making changes, or you're transitioning to something greater in order to find that fulfillment. Also, the Eight of Cups can be that you are changing direction. So you could stay within the same sector, but you could be changing direction. Like, for example, if you were working in the back office, suddenly you step into a leadership role, management, you got your own office. I definitely see some sort of elevation or step up. And they're giving me a song right now. Now, this song has come up before in another reading, maybe for your sign. I can't really remember. I think this song came up at the beginning of this year or the end of last, so it's a long time ago. I can't really remember exactly the reading. Nobody said it was easy. Nobody said it would be this hard. I'm going back to the start. Now, this is a very famous song by Coldplay, I think, and I think, because I had to look it up last time, I didn't know it last time, but I think it's called The Scientist. And I am getting an energy of you kind of really putting a critical eye, perhaps, putting your career under the microscope. And maybe that's what it is. Like, you're really trying to locate where you feel like you'd be happy. And I feel there's a lot to look forward to in your career. So yes, it's not going to be easy. I feel like a restructure can sometimes feel exhausting, but I definitely see that it puts you on the right path, and you are going to have something to celebrate, okay? So it could be a new contract coming in, but I feel this is about you recalibrating your career to make sure it is fair, that you get a fair recompense, that you are valued in your career, appreciated for what you do, okay? They want me to go one more, even though they've given me two. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Some of you could be having a second stream of income. I've already touched on that. With the Justice card, it can be about making sure that you've got enough energy to give to both. You don't want to spread yourself too thin, but I feel like you've got this. So we've got gold, solid finances. That's already showed up in your reading. Investing, integrity, deep values, banking, long-term position, and satisfying work. So, I mean, the fact that the word integrity is there, that really indicates that there may be someone in your career sector, or maybe a toxic environment that you're working in, that you feel does not lead with integrity, but you are doing it. It also is like a highlight to make you aware that if you do not lead with integrity, if you do something that's a little bit dodgy, with the Seven of Swords, the Justice card indicates you will be caught and you will be fairly dealt with. So that's just something that's coming out. So we've also got the Feather there. And it says abundance, easy money, divine intervention, especially since it's got the Wheel of Fortune there. There is divine intervention, light work, air-related, undecided, and travel. So some of you may be taking some travel, and if you are, remember to leave a little bit earlier. But it also gives you a chance to almost like remove yourself in order to see a bird's eye view of your career, to detach yourself in some way so you can see the bigger picture. Now we've got the Turtle there as well. It says money coming in slowly but steady progress, moving for work in good time and long term. So some of you may be seconded to a different branch of whatever it is that you do, or you may be thinking about, can you travel and work at the same time? Or maybe some of you will have a project that comes in that requires you to travel. Remember to leave a little bit earlier. But some of you could also find that your business or wherever you work is moving. Or some of you, if you're an entrepreneur, are thinking about, can you take your business on the road so you can see the world and feel fulfilled at the same time as doing what you love. And there we got the heart as well, okay? And it says emotional spending, joint finances, being supported, counselor or guide, having a job you love. And that all came up in your reading. So I definitely see that the energies are synchronizing right now. And this deck is really to highlight anything you should be aware of or anything that is coming in. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. We've got loss as the first card there. Okay, so I really feel this is something you're doing. You're cutting something out in order to gain something better. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide? Now, it could be that you find out that someone is leaving a job and you're stepping into their leadership position, but we've got loss, okay? So 8 of Cups tells me you're walking away from something in order to find something better. Whoever walks away on the 8 of Cups walks straight into the 9 of Cups, which is a wish fulfilled. So it says here, you'll have to work really hard to make ends meet. So, I mean, that song came up that even said, it's not going to be easy, but I feel like it's going to be fulfilling, whatever it is, okay? And I really feel like the current climate, there was a lot of inflation. Things are really expensive, like food items and things like that. So I really feel that you're aware of that and you're factoring that into your approach to your career as well. Now we've also got perfection. And it says, you'll never get ahead if you don't overcome a fear of failure. Okay, give up your perfectionistic tendencies. It's causing delays, and you are enough and you have what it takes to improve your finances. So taking a healthier approach to your career. Gaia, very important. Spend time with nature, and I get an energy here that the universe is working with you. Believe in its subtle magnetism to guide you. We've also got risk. Now, risk connects to the Wheel of Fortune card. So it says here, taking a calculated risk is sometimes necessary in order to advance. Have the courage to face the fear and uncertainty. Don't focus on the outcome. The odds are better than you think. We've also got persistence. So, as I said, you're going to be working hard. You're going to be very productive, but I feel like you're enjoying what you do. Your efforts have not gone unnoticed. Success is just around the corner. Follow through with what you set out to do consistently until you reach your goal. Hard work is required to keep on building your finances. And finally, change. I mean, all the decks are giving this energy of change or adapting to change. It says, there's change coming for the better. Embrace it. Just because you don't see any movement, it doesn't mean nothing is happening. Sometimes to see the change, you must be the change, and that's what you're doing. So I really feel like you're being very flexible, and I'm quite excited for the outcome for you as well, okay? Now, finally, we have, there we go. Finally, we've got the Ice rune, which is all about energy. So something draining you, a loss of energy. It could be a cooling period or you separating from something, but it indicates your super focus on your career so that you can really see it from a bird's eye view before you make any changes. Okay, so I hope something resonates in that reading for you, my beautiful Cancerians. If it does, please like or subscribe to my channel. Completely free for you. All you have to do is press a little bell that lets you know when I update my next message. It lets me know that you resonate with the reading, which is so important for me too. Thank you so much, my beautiful Cancerians, and love and light.